Okay, so it's time to get started on our COLCANNON, which is a very traditional Irish potato dish. So, as I mentioned in the introduction, probably as a child my mother wouldn't have had this variation of it. I think she probably would have had it made with spring onions. But today I'm going to make it with Savoy cabbage and bacon. So I've got around 1 kilogram of just regular white potatoes boiling away here. And now I'm just starting to cook some bacon, which I've just cut into strips, and I'm actually cooking using a little bit of butter. To that I'm going to add, here is a Savoy cabbage. So I've literally cut it in half and then I've shredded it and washed it. And to that I'm going to add the cabbage to the bacon. And I'm going to cook it in the bacon and the butter. So this will cook down. So it will literally just take a couple of minutes. I want the bacon to be crispy and flavourful and for the cabbage to have wilted down. I'm just going to check my potatoes whilst this is cooking down. The potatoes are nearly ready as well. I'm just going to season these with a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, whilst that's cooking down, in here I've got 150 ml of just double cream, and to that I'm going to add around 100 grams of butter. Shortly, once I've started draining my potatoes, I'm going to start to heat the butter and the cream. So I'm just going to add this straight in to the pan with the butter and the cream. Okay, so my bacon and cabbage is cooking down nicely. My potatoes are ready. I'm going to give them a quick drain and then we're going to get on to the next stage of the dish. Okay, so at this point you can just mash the potatoes if you so wish, but because I want them to have a really, really creamy consistency, I'm actually going to use this potato ricer here, which just gives them a lot of smoother, creamier consistency to the finished product. So that's what we're going to use now. I'm just going to turn my bacon and cabbage down now. That's cooking nicely, and I'm also going to start heating my cream and butter. Okay, so I'm going to put the potatoes back into the pan in which I cooked them, saves on the washing up. So literally all I have to do here is pop the potatoes, I'm going to use a spoon because they're pretty hot, into this, and then it will literally rise the potato. It takes a little bit of extra time, but it's really worth it. So our bacon and cabbage is cooked down nicely now. That can come off the heat. And our cream and butter is just melting. I'm just going to wait for that to completely melt. And then we can add it to our potatoes. So in the meantime, I'm just going to season the potatoes. Going to do is add my bacon and cabbage into the potatoes. So, let's just see if our butter's ready. And our butter and cream is ready. So at this point, I'm going to turn off the heat and pour the cream and butter into the potatoes and bacon and cabbage. then time to mix it all together. So I'm just going to come around now and transfer this into a dish. And our COLCANNON is done.